So the man whose company serves 2 billion people around the world is meeting with several lawmakers on the Hill today. The hearing for the Facebook CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, will run for hours starting tomorrow. It'll last 2 days, and the company's already in damage control mode. It's rolling out new policies to increase transparency, and Zuckerberg expected to take full responsibility on this matter. Here now exclusively, one of the senators who met face-to-face with Zuckerberg today, Senate Commerce Committee Chair John Thune. Senator, good evening, and thank you for being a part of our program tonight.
Good evening, Bill.
What did you ask him?
Well, first off, we talked about the hearing tomorrow and about privacy and what constitutes meaningful consent for a user of Facebook. And we talked about the importance of him owning up and taking responsibility for what happened. And obviously, this is an opportunity for him to get some trust back, I think, from the American people. But this is really about trust. And I think Facebook is right to have him here. I think it's important for him to get out in front of this issue. And the fact that he's going to testify tomorrow and spend several hours answering questions, I think, is part of the accountability that we need to expect from him and his company.
I've read his statement. He seems contrite. I think that your impression?
It is, and I think he gets it. I think he really understands that they made mistakes and that he's got to own up to those, and he's got to tell us what he's going to do to protect users' data going forward and what they're going to do to stop the harmful conduct that now they're trying to go back and deal with. These
Senator,
are problems that need to be addressed.
Here's part of his statement. I'll just show our viewers. I started Facebook, he's going to say. I run it, and I'm responsible for what happens here. Republican lawmakers don't like to regulate. Are you seeing a case being made for this company?
Well, in terms of regulation, Bill?
Yes.
Yeah, well, look, I think that we're not ruling anything out at this point, but clearly there were lines that were crossed. There was a lot of, we were talking about 300,000 users, and then all of a sudden it exploded into 87 million users now who had their information compromised. And I'm a light touch guy when it comes to regulation, but I think we have to be open to steps that we can take to ensure that there is the transparency and the accountability that the American people need to expect. When they sign these agreements, do they know what they're signing? And is there a meaningful consent when they're allowing Facebook, this company, to use their data?
That's a key phrase, meaningful consent.
Right.
No one's forcing anyone to sign up. But you're making that decision on your own, right, Senator?
Yeah, it is. And obviously it's a decision that a lot of Americans make. And 1.4 billion people every single day use Facebook, which is why this is such a worldwide and global issue, but one that we clearly need for the protection of the American people's privacy and their data need to address.
I imagine it will get political. I imagine the Russia matter will come up.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Do you expect any surprises in the 15 seconds we have left here?
I don't think any big surprises other than, you're right, they're going to try and play the Russia issue to the hilt. But there are lots of other issues that will come up, and that we'll examine this more fully in the days and weeks and months ahead. But this is an important first step.
Thank you, Senator. We'll talk again soon. John Thune there from the Hill. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.